morning. Thank you for being here, and it is indeed a pleasure to be standing with the man himself, who needs no introduction really, but yes, a supermodel, an actor, most importantly, the man who's won the most prestigious Iron Man title. So please welcome Milind. Welcome everyone, Milind. Thank you so much.
So minor clarification, everybody who participates and finishes wins the title.
Right.
So yes, he's finished that in 15 hours and 9 minutes. 19 minutes, sorry. Yes, okay. Alright, so Milind's new adventure is starting today, which is he's cycling from Mumbai to Mangalore, and it is a part of the Green Ride 2.0 initiative. So Milind, I'd request you to please speak a little bit on the Green Ride initiative. What motivated you to do so?
So, I've been a sports person since I was very young. I represented Maharashtra. When I was 9 years old at the national level, I won my first medal. So that was very exciting, so I did more. I swam competitively until the age of 23. I was national champion in swimming, I represented India. So it was very, the feeling of being fit was something that I really enjoyed. I really enjoy it now as well. So usually, in our country we don't have any tradition of fitness and health and exercise and sport. We were not taught by our parents. It's not part of our culture. So I was lucky that I had this and my parents were okay with me doing it, and I was studying engineering also. So that was the whole thing, that you have to do engineering as well as, you can't just be a swimmer. So I was able to do that. Of course, I ditched engineering because it was really boring, and thankfully I got an opportunity to be a model, which was again very lucky because I didn't even know modeling was a profession at that time, and somebody just came to me with a really good offer, a lot of money to do nothing. So I'm very happy, as most of us would be. And I started working like that. I didn't really do much in terms of fitness for about 15 years, till 2003. But because I was so well conditioned with all those years of swimming, and it was a lot of swimming, 65 kilometers a week. I used to swim, and I don't even run that much today. So running, of course, is much easier. I don't even run 65 kilometers a week, but I used to swim that much. So it was a really good basis of foundation for fitness. So I didn't really think much about it. I never went to the gym. I still don't go to the gym. I don't like gyms. I work out at home 10-15 minutes every day, whenever I can manage. So that's like 2 or 3 minutes in the morning, and then 1 or 2 minutes throughout the day. So totally 15 minutes maybe. But I had this idea, as I said, I really like to be fit. So when I found, that my fitness levels were going down, so usually we all get conscious of that at the age of 30, 35, 40, suddenly you start developing a little paunch. You can't really run up the stairs as easily anymore. And that's how people start running, actually, start going to the gym. And so I'd say that the same thing was happening to me, but then the Mumbai Marathon was announced in 2003. And I decided that at least once in my life I should run a marathon. I didn't like running, I hated running. But I said at least one marathon I have to do, at least one. So I registered for the half marathon, 21 kilometers. And though everybody told me not to do it, they said you're really old and you're Indian and how can you do this? At that time, that's 20 years ago, nobody was really running. But I still did it. I was wondering whether I would finish or not. But I finished very comfortably. I trained for about 3 months. And that gave me a further encouragement. I said, wow, I can still at the age of 38 run 21 kilometers comfortably. I don't want to let go of this. So I started running more. And it's very addictive once you start feeling good about something. That in 2012, I ran from Delhi to Bombay. So after that I had to say, okay, we don't need to do so much. We can do a little bit, and still remain fit. So then I developed this exercise routine for myself, which was maybe 15-20 minutes a day, and running 3 or 4 times a week. But then I started challenging myself frequently, with small challenges. Every week, every month, twice a year. So every year I run about 300-400 kilometers in a week. and I cycle 1,000 kilometers in a week. So just to challenge myself to see if I'm able to maintain the level of fitness that I want. So I don't train for it or anything like that. I'm always prepared for a challenge. Because one thing also I realized that the human body and mind, even though we are all striving for comfort all the time, we work hard and we study and we do this and that, we all want to be comfortable. Big house, big car, garden, and you want that comfort. But the human body and mind are not designed for comfort. Not designed for comfort. The human body and mind are designed for challenge. So you know, if you use something that is not designed for, what will happen to it? It will break down. Right? So if you do not challenge your body and your mind constantly, then it's going to degenerate and break down. Mind will go, body will go, and that's what happens. That's how we grow old. If you do not challenge yourself, you grow old quickly. Right? So that's why I do these kind of things. And last year, I was thinking of doing this 1,000 kilometer ride. And I have not cycled for 4 years since, I don't know when. But last year I said I should try 1,000 kilometer cycling. I'll go from Baroda to Delhi. And then there was this idea of, what should we talk about? Because people are not interested in somebody cycling like a mad person. So we have to have some idea. And what is it? So even though people don't need to cycle 1,000 kilometers or even run a marathon for health, or even to be fit, you have to decide what level of fitness you want. I said, let's talk about it. At least if I'm cycling 1,000 people might look and say, hey, देखो पागल, cycling कर रहा है, क्यों कर रहा है? Why is he doing it? So we decided to talk about the environment. Even the Delhi Bombay run that I done in 2012 was actually created to talk about the environment. So doing something that is as simple and natural as running, rather than going by car or anything else, to run from Delhi to Bombay, to talk about health and the environment. So we decided to pick up the same cause here. And the message, of course, is that each one of us, if we take care of our own health as individuals, then we will, of course, be a much healthier and fitter country. And if we really decide that we want to be healthy, we will start to consume less and consume only what is necessary. And that will, of course, lead to a less polluted environment, because most of the pollution in the environment comes from the things that we consume. We all complain about pollution in the air, in the water, in the food, but it's all what we demand. It is from our demands that all these things are created, and all the things that we consume are created for our demand, and those things create pollution. There was no pollution 200 years ago, nothing. But today we can't breathe, and it's only because of the things that we want, right? So those are the messages. That try to consume less, think about what is necessary in your life, what you actually need, and just try to do that much. So first you need to be healthy. Yeah? So do that little bit for that. Then when you're buying something, do you really need it? Where are you going to put it? How long are you going to use it? Is it going to be really useful to you? Then buy it. So again, to be mindful about consumerism, mindful about your health, don't do things mindlessly. That's the kind of message you need to give.